Hello and welcome to MaxSpeedTV, where qualifying has just gotten underway for the American Heart Association 125, brought to you by a MaxSpeedTV and Racing for a Cause League. Hope everyone is strapped in and ready for tonight's event. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna have a lot of racing action here at Oxford. Oh geez, KR, do you even know what you're doing? No, you don't. So thank you very much for joining me. As usual, I am your host. My name is KR Stolfus. Thank you so much for joining me. We are in the midst of qualifying right now. So we just watched Shawn go for a ride outside of the park. Troy Radford in the 94 machine, he's shutting it down. So Shawn currently on top of the charts. Peyton Johnson in that 85 machine, he is shutting her down. James McIntyre in the 81, currently in second place on our charts. And McIntyre is going to shut her down. The 9 machine of Alex Oriens, currently 4th right now. We have 11 cars in the session, including Justin MacDuff, who is not going to take a time as he was last week's winner. Troy Radford in the 94, he's heading out for his lap. Radford, the only one who has not set a lap time here. So we look at our current qualifying times. So Radford shutting it down. That's going to do it for Troy. All right, guys, well, while we have a minute, let's go ahead and go through our results here. In first place for qualifying is Shawn Cool. Al Smith second. James McIntyre third. Alex Oriens fourth. And Wayne MacDuff will start fifth. Sixth place will go to... I have no idea why it's flipping upside down. Holy cow. What in the world? 6th is Peyton Johnson. Andy Lambert is 7th. 8th is Mike Holtzclaw. 9th will be Brian Rogers. Troy Radford 10th. And Justin MacDuff will be 11th. So as we like to do here on MaxSpeedTV, we're going to step away for our Star Spangled Banner.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the race is about to get underway. We're on our final pace lap. Shawn Cool in control of this field. On his outside, Al Smith Jr. in the 96 machine. Green flag flying. We are racing here at Oxford Plains. Things are happening fast out here tonight, folks. I tell you what. 125 laps are gonna click off like nobody's business. Track is short. Tempers will be short. Wayne MacDuff going off track. And along with a few others, looks like Peyton Johnson involved as well. Mike Holtzclaw and Alex Oriens. Stop calling me Oreo, KR. So Wayne MacDuff in trouble early here. We'll go to our instant replay on MaxSpeedTV here just to see what happened. Hopefully we'll be able to catch it. But things have happened very, very fast here. See Wayne MacDuff make contact with the 9 of Alex. Big pileup, but everyone is going to scatter off the racing surface, so it will not bring out a yellow. Meanwhile, Shawn Cool is your race winner up front. Shawn Cool, your leader, and we're already on lap 6 of 125. Al Smith in second, James McIntyre third. So quite the shakeup here in the early stages. Wayne MacDuff on pit road being serviced. He's already several laps down. Mike Holtzclaw and Brian Rogers have all packed up and headed home. So we are at Oxford Plains, very, very short track here in the late model series. See Shawn Cool coming around now, getting ready to lap the 85 machine of Peyton Johnson. Johnson was caught up in that very early incident. About ready to go a lap down. Want to check in on Justin MacDuff, last week's winner. MacDuff did not get to take a time by virtue of winning last week, so he started 11th, made his way up to 6th place. It's going to be a very quick race here tonight. Al Smith in that 96. He is all over the backside of Shawn Cool in that 94. Al Smith carrying our Lightning Strikes Pro Shop onboard camera tonight. You see that big curb on the left-hand side as the race wears on. We might see a few drivers try to use that curb to their advantage. Has been known to happen here in longer races. It also, if used incorrectly, and most often is, will cause you to have a big-time issue with your car. Andy Lambert in the 70 machine tonight. As usual in the 70 machine. Don't know why I said it the way I did, but he is out here. Lambert currently running 5th, started 7th. See Lambert get up on that curb there. Shot him a little higher than he should have been on that front stretch. It's messed up his corner entry into turn 1. So you quickly see what I mean by how it can mess you up in a hurry. While these guys are out here running, coming into tonight's event, Shawn Cool was our points leader. He's got 2 wins on the season. Troy Radford has 2 wins on the season. You see those guys are 1 and 2 in the points. Our other winners so far this season have been Justin MacDuff and Riley Stingham. Those guys all getting wins, but Riley is no longer part of the league. Justin MacDuff is out here. He's got to work his way through the field for tonight. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Walls Beard Co. Check out wallsbeardco.com. They got glorious beard products for your glorious beard. I shaved mine off, so it's no longer glorious. SimSpeedShop.com. If you are in need of a button box, check out SimSpeedShop.com. HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair. Tell them MaxSpeedTV sent you. And you'll get a discount on multiple services they have. Elite 7 Racing, check them out on Facebook or elite7racing.com as the official team of MaxSpeedTV. And the Ohio IndyCar League, you can check out the Ohio IndyCar League. They're broadcasted right here on MaxSpeedTV. You can go ahead and sign up for that league, get accepted in, and go race the IndyCar. And iBog. If you are interested in some overlay graphics, you need to make sure you check out iBog. Racing for a Cause presenting the American Heart Association 125 is already 31 laps into tonight's event. It's going to click off fast here tonight. Right now, James McIntyre's running 3rd. He's tucked in behind Al Smith. And he's got a little bit of time between him and Troy Radford. Radford running 4th place right now. Radford running that National Kidney Foundation car. The 9 machine of Alex. Stop calling me Oreo, KR. I'm telling you, for the last time you call me Oreo, we're done. You've broadcasted me for years, and you still can't pronounce my last name, Lorenz. He's currently running 7th. He was one of the drivers who was in trouble in that early incident. Unfortunate break for him, but he has not given up. He's hanging out there. He is 1 lap down, but he is running 7th. Maybe, you know what? We'll just, it's Alex Orions, Alex Oreo. It's all good. He's a good guy. I really, really enjoy broadcasting races that he's in. Ooh, Peyton Johnson coming on the inside. Peyton Johnson gonna make a move while we're busy goofing off. Peyton Johnson running our T&D Rustic Decor Cam tonight. Get a look back at the 94 machine of Troy Radford in the National Kidney Foundation car. One check in on the 4 machine of Wayne MacDuff. He's currently running 9th. He is 22 laps down. Spent 5.5 minutes on pit road getting some damage fixed. He has not given up on tonight's event. He is back out there turning laps. Currently running 9th. We have 2 cars that have packed up and headed home. That is Mike Holtzclaw in the 22 machine. He's going to be scored 10th. And Brian Rogers in the 12 machine will be scored 11th for the night. But our leader is the 24 of Shawn Cool. He's got a 1.5 second lead over Al Smith. Shawn Cool turning very consistent laps. He's earned the nickname Rocket Fuel Cool because they believe he is cheating by adding rocket fuel in his tank, and that's what helps make him so fast. But this guy, he's just very, very smooth, very, very consistent. As we see Wayne MacDuff pulling back onto pit road here. Radford in the 94 machine. With Justin MacDuff right there, right behind him in that 20. MacDuff running the Cerebral Palsy Foundation car. Had to look that up real quick. Normally he's running a Locks Love, but tonight he's running a Cerebral Palsy. And he has been for the last few weeks. On that 20 machine, he's looking very stout, looking very good so far. He did have to start shotgun on the field. He's all the way up to 5th spot right now. So we go on board with MacDuff. We are almost a lap 50 of 125. The laps are clicking off quickly here tonight. With that big, big accident happening early and all the cars scattered either down low or up high as they spun out. Nobody stopped on the racing surface, so far we haven't had a single yellow. Don't forget, guys, next week we will be at South Boston. Tonight we are at Oxford Plains. You can see our Late Model Series 2018 Spring Championship winners there. Troy Radford, Shawn Cool, Riley Stingem, and Justin MacDuff all have picked up wins. Ooh, Radford got very crossed up there. That's going to allow Justin MacDuff to get by him. Unfortunately, I had my graphic overlay up while we were talking about what's going on next week at South Boston and the previous winners. But Radford lost the spot coming out of turn 2, got a little sideways. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay, see if we can't pick up what happened. He's gonna jump on that curb there, get a little sideways, but is able to gather it in, but not before Justin MacDuff makes the pass on him. So we go back to live here. Now Peyton Johnson trying to find a way around the 94 machine. Johnson is currently 1 lap down. So we go on board with Johnson here. We are nearing halfway in this Oxford Plains race for the American Heart Association 125. Ooh, as Johnson's gonna jump the curb himself. But not gonna get too far out of shape. I'm gonna be able to maintain it and keep on going. Keep on keeping on. While we're goofing around in the back of the pack, the 81 of James McIntyre has found a way around Al Smith, so put McIntyre up into second. Meanwhile, Shawn Cool has been out front for all these laps that we have done. He's been our sole lap leader. Alex Oreo is going to go way high, trying to stay out of the leader, get out of his way, but keeps it off the wall, and he's still got there going. So Shawn Cool in the 24 machine has been our leader this entire race so far. We have just gotten past the halfway point. So some very, very quick lap times here. Shawn Cool's best lap time of a 15.993. His last lap time was a 16.460. This lap time is going to be a 16.480. So a little bit of fall off, about a half a second. League rules state you are allowed 4 tires only. 1 tire change per tire. So each car is only allowed 4 tires. It is heavily policed. They check the replays at the end of the race. I should say the league admins do. You can make as many pit stops as you want, but you are only allowed to change your tires once. So it does play in a little bit of strategy. Shawn Cool out front here. Again, he has been our dominant performer, leading all of the laps so far. Al Smith and James McIntyre, those guys running 3rd and 2nd respectively. And you start to see right around that bottom line, the rubber really starting to build up from the right side tires. Al Smith entering a little higher there. Lambert in the 70 machine, he's currently running 6th. He just got lapped by Shawn Cool. So 5 cars on the lead lap right now. Lambert, first car, 1 lap down. Lambert started 7th, he's running 6th. MacDuff in that 20 machine, who's currently running 4th, last week's winner. We look out the back end of this car. You see Radford right behind him, Peyton Johnson behind Radford, and Mr. Oreo himself running that high line, logging laps, not giving up. Big props to Alex Oriens in that 9 machine for not giving up. Wayne MacDuff, unfortunately, in that 4, we saw him pull onto pit road and were unable to effect repairs and getting back out there. He has packed it up and headed home. Wayne, KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going pretty well, man. Hey, we've seen the accident early on here at Oxford Plains. Tell us a little bit about what happened, and are you going to be able to make it back out on the track?
No, the car's toast. Engine's all messed up, and I just wanted to go out and make a few laps to get another spot out of it, but I think I should have just kind of gave Alex a little more room and let him slide down in front of me, but I was trying to hold my own on the inside line, and I was a little too excited. Haven't started that close to the front ever in my entire career on asphalt, so I was trying to put something together and try to get a good finish out of this tonight, and just think I was trying a little too hard too soon.
Well, we saw the accident. We saw a lot of cars scatter, spin out on the high side, spin out down to the low side, and it didn't bring out a caution. How often have you ever seen that where multiple cars are involved and not a single caution?
Honestly, I thought for sure there would have been a caution, and there wasn't, so that's probably the first time I've seen that happen. Usually, once you get a car spinning around or slowed down really slow sideways, they throw it, but there was not a caution, and maybe things would have played out a little bit better then if there was.
All right, man. Well, hey, tough break tonight. We hope to see you out here next week. While we have you up here, any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank my brother. He put this whole new car wrap together for me. I've had the One Small Step in my car. You remember I sponsored the event at Linear and explained all that earlier this season. And then Justin and I both have a disabled brother that has cerebral palsy, so we decided to put that in the car and run that cerebral palsy foundation on there. And just unfortunate that the night I bring the car out there that we have to put it back on the trailer and go home.
All right, well, your brother Justin MacDuff currently running 4th. Any advice you can give him to help get him to the front?
There's no advice I can give that kid. He's got all it needs, so he'll do his thing and try to get past Shawn Cool. I know that kid's super fast lately, so that's it for him. Justin got the win last week. I was really proud of him for that, and just see what the rest of the season brings for us. I will be back next week, though, for sure, KR.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much for joining us. Wayne MacDuff, an early exit for tonight, but a driver who is here week in, week out in the late models. He's currently scored 10th in the points, and unfortunately, he might gain some ground, but not as much as he would like with this early exit. Brian Rogers came into tonight 5th in points. He is going to have an early exit. Mike Holtzclaw, 14th in points. He also has had an early exit for tonight. Core Life Eatery Machine, Alex Oreo. You know what? I can't even. I've messed this guy's name up so many times. I can no longer say it correctly. I have to ask him week in and week out because my mind is so messed up with his last name and how often I get to call him Oreo. He's so good-natured about it. He's a wonderful person that I get to talk to. He might be a serial killer, I don't know, but he's a wonderful personality in TeamSpeak. I will say that. You know, it's no big deal to be a good personality in TeamSpeak, but as soon as you're away from it, who knows? He might be stabbing people in the back. I don't know. But he's out here tonight running 8th. I do know that. He was caught up in that earlier accident with Wayne MacDuff. Meanwhile, our leader, Shawn Cool, has been our leader all night tonight. Led all 97 laps that have been completed. Getting ready to put Justin MacDuff a lap down. MacDuff running in the 5th spot as Troy Radford had managed to get back around him. And so now MacDuff is going to go a lap down. So Justin MacDuff in 5th. He is now the first car 1 lap down running that Cerebral Palsy Foundation machine. Andy Lambert in the 70 just on the outside lane there. The lap's really starting to wind down. We're getting close to 20 to go here. Have not had a single caution all night. Had a huge pile up in the very beginning, but no caution as cars went high and low here. First time I've ever seen that many cars get involved in an accident and not bring out a yellow. Meanwhile, James McIntyre in the 81 machine only about 2.3 seconds behind Shawn Cool. And then behind him is Al Smith. So our top 3, ooh, McIntyre running a little high, giving some chin music to the 20 machine. Though I don't think that was intentional. McIntyre just overdrove that corner a little bit. But Justin MacDuff, last week's winner, unfortunate recipient there of that. Troy Radford is going a lap down here. That should tell you just how much of an insane pace Shawn Cool is laying down, along with James McIntyre and Al Smith. Troy Radford, car in 4th place, has just gone a lap down. Radford running 2nd in points coming into tonight's event in that National Kidney Foundation car. And he has just gone a lap down, and by the way this is going, James McIntyre will pass him along with Al Smith, because those 3 cars, our top 3, they are the only ones on the lead lap, and Al Smith is only 4 seconds behind our leader Shawn Cool. So these three guys have figured out this track. Everyone else needs to go back, do their homework, figure out what's going on. Make a few setup changes because they have missed it a little bit tonight. They just have not been able to keep up with the blistering pace that Shawn Cool has laid down. Cool's caught back up to Peyton Johnson. Gonna try and put him another lap down. Johnson is the last car of the cars that are one lap down, so he will go 2 laps down as we got 13 laps to go this time around. Very, very fast pace here tonight. Again, Shawn Cool's best lap was a 15.993. Fastest lap out here tonight was Troy Radford with a 15.968. But now these lap times are 16.5 by Shawn Cool, and Troy Radford is turning a 16.7. So you can see the difference, you can see the fall off. As Peyton Johnson is going to end up going another lap down here. Shawn Cool coming around now, 10 laps to go. We've had no cautions tonight. Shawn Cool has led every lap so far, dominating performance by him in that 24 machine. Al Smith in that 96 is running third. He's now 5 seconds behind the leader. We got 7 to go. 3 cars on the lead lap. That includes Shawn Cool, James McIntyre, and Al Smith in the 96. First car 1 lap down, and it's Troy Radford in the 94 machine. Radford looks to be about passed by Al Smith. Justin MacDuff is running 5th right now. Peyton Johnson 6th. Alex Orion's 7th. And 8th place is Andy Lambert. We have 8 cars out on track. 3 drivers have packed it up, headed home. Wayne MacDuff in 9th, who we got an interview with. Tenth place is Mike Holtzclaw, who's packed up and headed home. And also Brian Rogers and the 12 machine will be scored 11th. As Shawn Cool coming around to get 2 to go now. So 2 laps to go here at Oxford Plains, the American Heart Association 125. White flag waving. Shawn Cool gonna take it nice and calmly with no pressure. James McIntyre almost 4 seconds behind him. Final time around, 3 and 4. Your race winner coming out of turn 4 gonna be Shawn Cool, getting it done here for 125 laps in a dominating performance. Al Smith will be 3rd, James McIntyre 2nd, Troy Radford 4th, and Justin MacDuff will round out your top 5. So Shawn Cool winning tonight here for the American Heart Association 125. Banging into the wall in celebration we got one going airborne in the back. That's Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson celebrating hardcore that 6th place finish, launching it off one of the light post mounds. We are watching Shawn Cool burn it down, so we will get into our post-race show here as I work to pull our drivers in. So bear with me, guys, as I work on this. And we'll go ahead and get started with our race winner, Mr. Shawn Cool in that 24 machine. How about that? Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you very much.
125 laps here at Oxford Plains for the American Heart Association 125. Not a beat was missed. You led every single lap out here. Tell us a little bit about your race, man.
Yeah, the green flag dropped and everybody took off. I left, Dale left, all of us went. I heard something happened in one of the corners and a bunch of guys got taken out, and I saw smoke everywhere when I came back around, so that was unfortunate. But for the most part, it was pretty clean and green for me. There wasn't really a whole lot of anything going on. Once I got to the lap cars, everybody was very courteous and kind, so I got to thank them for that. But just kind of out running laps tonight.
Well, you did a great job here at Oxford Plains. What made you so fast out here tonight that you lapped all but 2 other cars out here?
Well, this is a very technical place, and it preaches patience. It's a very light on the throttle type track. You really, really want to go slower to go faster here. It's kind of the motto at a lot of the short tracks, but this one peaks that motto for 90% of them at least. So just kind of making sure that you're patient in the long runs. Usually you get long. We seem to, all the races I've had here between RFC and URL in different places, they seem to go green here. Even when you get wrecks, it doesn't seem to throw the cautions like it would at normal places. So you really just got to be patient. You got to be smooth on the throttle, that kind of stuff, and just kind of preach in your mind as you're driving to make sure that you save your stuff throughout the course of the race. I definitely was trying to conserve once I had a little bit of a cushion, and then the last 30 laps I kind of went hard again.
Well, man, great race for you here tonight. You're going to pick up your 3rd win on the season. But I gotta think it's because you got a pink ribbon on your car. Tell us a little bit about what your paint scheme is.
Yeah, so I run the pink ribbon riders most of the time. On the hood of this car is Race for the Cure, but in conjoint with that, I run a lot of the pink ribbon riders cars. Through it's such a cause. It's close to my heart. I've had personal people in my life that have been directly affected by it, and it's definitely not to delegitimize any of the other diseases and stuff that's out there, but it's definitely one that you hate to see someone have to go through. So with that, I'm also a massive snowmobiler up here. So there's a cause, Pink Ribbon Riders, that fundraises every single year. They do rides throughout at least New York State, and I think they do some other states as well, where you can fundraise some money and go for a weekend and ride in some awesome areas, out snowmobiling and enjoying yourself with a lot of other people that love, the same hobby that you do. And it's just a phenomenal cause and a phenomenal organization that raises a lot of money for breast cancer awareness.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on your race. Thank you for sharing a little bit about what's on your car here tonight. And we look forward to seeing you not only in the late models, but in the Xfinity series that is happening Tuesday night.
Yeah, I can't wait. Go to Dover next week. Should be a good one.
We will be at Dover. That is Tuesday night at about 8 p.m. Central. Make sure you're tuned in. So moving on now, we're going to check in with our 2nd place finisher, Mr. James McIntyre. How you doing out there, sir?
Good. How you doing, Care?
Oh, man, I got to tell you what, that was a spectacular race. You did an awesome job bringing it home 2nd. What more could be said about Oxford that you need to say?
It really, Shawn hit the nail right on the head. It's a if anything, this track will teach you patience, throttle control, and it's just teaches you not to try to overdrive the car, because the minute you start doing that, you wear your tires out, and then you just start moving back.
So you did a great job of conserving your tires, finishing second. Tell us a little bit about how you got by Al Smith and how well your tire conservation played into that.
Honestly, if he would have a little bobble there, he caught the curb. I believe it was in coming out of turn 2, and I went high. I gave him some room because I didn't know if he'd be able to save it or not. And great skill that he has, he brought it back, and that was the only way I got around him. And then just kind of slowly kept running my line and keep your head and tried to work away.
Well, man, second place here tonight. You come in a little bit about 7th, 8th place in points coming into tonight, so some ground will be gained for you. How important is the points to you, or are you just out here to try and win every race?
Honestly, I'm just out here to have fun. I mean, these guys, this is a great organization. I mean, a lot of great guys. It's just something to do. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, of course, you wanna do the best you can.
Well, man, second place, that's pretty good, especially when you look at how stout this field can be at times. And any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my main sponsor for Inside Racing for a Cause, and for the URL is Beth's Colorful Creations. It's my wife's cake business that she does. She helps satisfy my sweet tooth and everybody else's, and I want to throw out my causes for celiac awareness. I have a very close buddy that has that, and I didn't realize how actually that affects until I actually started talking with him and everything. And I want to thank Smith Racing for helping me throughout the years.
All right, man. Second place here tonight in the American Heart Association 125. So congratulations on that. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
All right, as James McIntyre getting it done for second place. Now it's time to move on to our third place finisher in the 96 machine, Al Smith. Oh, man, I hope you guys have been waiting for this guy, because he got a new paint scheme out there tonight. So, Al, tell us all about your race, man. It's a good story, Al. We really liked it, but, you know, you can talk at any time. All right, maybe he doesn't want to talk. Maybe he's a little bit camera shy. But that's all right. So Al Smith in that 96. Oh, there he is. Oh, go ahead, Al.
Sorry, I lost my my voice there for a second there, KR. I was sitting there talking to myself, saying how Jim put me down on the curb and then ran me down into the dirt there. I hope everybody saw that.
Nope, didn't see it.
Oh. No, it was a good race. Qualified, you know, we put the Alzheimer's awareness, Weller's Auto Parts on the outside of the front row, and tried to bring one home for the Ford camp here tonight. But Shawn was just class of the field. This place is very technical, as I think Shawn and Jim both said before me. It's a special knack to get around here, and then I kind of lost once the bottom got really heated up during the the whole race. I kind of just kept getting slower and slower, and Jim was able to roll in on the high side and kind of cut it down, and just couldn't get it to do it, and so I tried a little bit too hard, caught the curb, and Jim got by me, and we settled for third tonight.
Well, third place is where we're going to end up, but still on the podium. Tell us a little bit about the Alzheimer's Association and what it means to you.
Yeah, it's just we've had some family members that have it, and gone through it, and had some family friends that have dealt with it. So we painted up a new car this week, and I was like, you know what, let's throw it on there and see if it gives us some good luck here and bring some awareness to it. And hopefully, next week we get one spot closer to the front.
Well, man, one spot closer to the front. But who remembers who finishes third? Let's be honest. But tonight, it's all about third place for you. And, man, I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, hey, third place, and I get to talk to you, I think, for the second consecutive week is it's always a good thing when we're up here and parked on the front stretch. And I really got to thank Stacy Baird and tonight's race with the American Heart Association 125 here at Oxford, and Andy for all that he does. And next week I'm not quite sure where we head next week, but we'll be there.
We will be there. So, man, again, congratulations on your third place finish. And yeah, always a pleasure getting the interview.
Yes, stop down by the trailer after KR. We'll have some adult sodas.
Yes, adult sodas. I do enjoy those, and I'll be there, man.
Sounds good. And we're going to have the 24 car torn down, by the way. He was lightning quick.
Are you pulling a claim on him?
Yeah, I want that motor.
Oh, man. All right, good luck. Hopefully it'll be yours.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and thank you, KR, and thank you, Andy, for putting on this league. It's a good time, and hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
All right, that was the 96 machine of Al Smith Jr., our third place finisher tonight. Getting it done out here with the Alzheimer awareness. I forget where I was going with that. Anyways, appreciate it very much for everyone coming in for doing these interviews. But now it's time to go through our results. And our race winner... It's not going to show up. So, Shawn Cool's your race winner. James McIntyre will be second. Al Smith Jr. third. Troy Radford fourth. Justin MacDuff will be fifth. Peyton Johnson sixth. Alex will be seventh. Andy Lambert eighth. Ninth place goes to Wayne MacDuff. 10th, Mike Holtzclaw. And 11th, Brian Rogers Jr. Tonight's event was brought to you by Walls Beard Co., SimSpeedShop.com, HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair, Elite 7 Racing, the Ohio IndyCar League, and iBog. Not only that, but this was the American Heart Association 125. My name was KR Stolfus. I hope you guys had a heck of a time. I know I surely enjoyed broadcasting tonight's race here at Oxford Plains, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week for the late models right here about 7:45 Central Time. Don't forget the Racing for a Cause Xfinity Series that kicks off on Tuesday nights about 8 p.m. Central. Guys, have a good night, and I will see you next time. Yes, maybe, possibly. How do you end this thing? I don't know what I'm doing. Someone really should work on how I end these